There is anxiety and confusion in Lagos as queues resurfaced in filling stations across the metropolis this Tuesday morning. The long queues were also noticed along the Lagos-Ibadan Expressway, Ikorodu Road, and Lagos Island, as well as other cities like Akure in Ondo State. Motorists queued for hours at filling stations in different parts of the city trying to buy fuel, with some spending as much as 6 hours or more. Spokesperson of the Independent Petroleum Marketers, IPMAN, Chinedu Ukadike, blamed the lingering scarcity on delay in arrival of vessels due to flooding. Jide, this is incredible. This climate change, this flood issue.
I think that two things are mixed up here.
Yeah.
Scarcity in states like Nasarawa, the north central states, and Abuja. You can blame those ones on the flooding.
Okay.
Yeah.
But nobody, except someone who just wants to be hilarious, will blame what we are facing in Lagos on flooding. The tank farms are located here in Lagos.
Island.
And they can, from here, lift your petrol or the tank, the depot owners, they are all around Lagos. People go to them, they lift. We are along these Lagos roads. Have you found flood that is so bad that truckers cannot move around? So I think in the North Central, because Lokoja sits in the center of the country, it is difficult to access that Kotonkarufi Lokoja highway, because that whole area, the flood took over the roads on both sides, and so because of that,
I think we even have some visuals.
Yes, we have shown the visuals.
Truckers trying to navigate.
Yes, that road. So that has been the problem for some time, accounting for insufficient fuel in the Abuja area and the states around the federal capital. But in Lagos, IPMAN has already told us that there is product insufficiency due to delay in the arrival of product vessels bearing PMS coming from outside of our country, since we rely on importing, despite that we have refineries, they are not enough. What we have now, stock that we have now, is just not enough. NNPC over the years will lie to us that, people are hoarding. They are practice liars. They have PhD in lying. So no one should believe their story when they say, we have enough stock to last 90 days. We have enough stock. In 2017, when we had the most serious first scarcity in the history of this government, we had it in 2017. They were lying to us that it was due to hoarding until the Senate organized a town hall, a kind of hearing, public hearing. It was at the public hearing that marketers said, no,
there is not.
Check the record from so month to the time we are. Suppliers tapered down. Don't tell Nigerians lies. So I picked the lies. I picked the truth. That supply had actually tapered down. If supply tapered down, what do you expect?
It will affect the solution.
Of course, it will affect availability. They continue to lie until the Senate organized that public hearing. So they are people that I'm familiar with them in terms of their capacity to lie to our people. What we are facing now, within the oil sector, we already know that it is due to this reduction in stock, where you don't have enough because some vessels have delayed in arriving. What do you expect? But I know tomorrow somebody will say, no, some people are hoarding. The truth is, when you have sufficient products, you can't drink it now. Why are you even going to hoard it? If your
car
your
is
tank
filled
is
up
full everywhere,
there,
how will you hoard? You can only hoard in a season of scarcity.
Yeah.
So they should find another lie to tell us. You can only hoard in a season of scarcity. When there is product sufficiency across board, nobody can lie, nobody can hoard. You must sell what you have. So this is the thing.
And Lagos is so peculiar in the sense that once there's this scarcity, once there's non-availability of this product, you start seeing traffic everywhere, you start seeing long queues. I'm sure from tomorrow morning now, some commuters, some motorists will get to the filling station 4 a.m., 3 a.m. They start even sleeping in the filling station.
It has
will distort every other thing.
It has started. Because as I was driving here this afternoon, many filling stations are shut. And if you say people are engaged in panic buying, why are those filling stations shut? Because if they are stock, they will be opened. Unless they are telling us that those filling stations are hoarding and they don't want to sell. But the responsibility also falls with the NNPC or the PM, whatever they call them, to go around and monitor these filling stations that perhaps has the commodity and are short. So the truth of it is that, as you have already pointed out, it is only a commodity that is not available that you can hoard. If it is available everywhere, where will anybody want to hoard it? What the NNPC needs to do is to give us the actual reason what is going on. Now you say that people are buying in panic and all that, but filling stations are not selling.
Yes.
I can't buy more than a full tank. If you want to buy for your generator at home, when you buy, you can't have a farm tank in your house. So who is ordering? And all these truths have always been told from time to time, that until we work towards having our own refineries working, and until we are being told the truth all the time, things will continue this way. Just yesterday morning, I drove easily into the filling station. I bought fuel. By the fall of the day, I was going home, and I saw queue everywhere. And I started asking myself, what's happening? What's happening? Even when you look at the media today, nobody can be able to tell you specifically what is the problem. It can't be flooding, as he has said. I mean, there's no flooding in Lagos. I mean, the roads are free. The roads are there. There's not what we expected.
Another opportunity will open now to, people that, they contribute in making life difficult.
Oh.
Petrol attendants now, they will now become kings. So from tomorrow now, 250, 300 naira, people will stand in front of Ikorodu Road, be selling even diluted, adulterated
he's looking for a girlfriend, petrol attendant. Just to make fun.
We are not just nice people.
The way it
they will make life difficult.
The way it is now, a lot of the stakeholders in that sector are not in agreement with the current price. Diesel, inflation, exchange rates have combined to make life difficult for everybody engaged in business in our country. And that sector too is not insulated. So what they do is, what is actually happening is that a lot of depot owners are not selling at the approved ex-depot price. When marketers come to them, independent marketers come to them to come and buy, they will sell to you at the official rate.
Rate, yes.
So that government cannot easily trace them, but they will give you an account.
Of course.
Where you will go and pay the differentials. This is what is happening in the sector.
Yeah.
They will give you that account where you will pay the differentials. Because as far as they are concerned, they have to also use generators to power their filling stations, and diesel is extremely costly. So when they complained the other day, the prices were slightly adjusted.
Yes.
But up till now, they are still not happy. They expect the price to be higher than what it is now. And for some of them, they would rather not sell so that in the night, some of them will sell like up to 9 p.m. when monitoring is difficult.
Yes.
So at that time, they can increase
can
it.
increase,
They can add
yeah.
like 10 naira on top.
They wake up 3 a.m., 4 a.m. to
Yeah.
sell.
Now, the marketer that you have sold to at higher than the ex-depot price, how much do you expect him to sell to Nigerians?
By the time we get to this,
By the time he gets to it, this is what is going on.
Olushola Julius is calling us from Ibadan.
Yes.
Thank
Good
you, Shola.
afternoon. Good evening.
Good evening.
AY.
Yes, thank you for joining us.
Uncle Yinka. Good evening, sir.
Good evening.
Now, this is another setback for us as a government and even as a country. For me, in my own personal opinion, all these things, I don't even expect them to be surfacing now that campaign for elections have started. For me, I want a smooth ride. Why? Because we want a better governance in 2023. So if things like this are rising up, you see, other political parties will be picking pebbles for them to be able to sit down and to be able to justify their own means. So for me, NNPC and the handlers of these things need to answer questions and tell us what is really happening. There are things that are being done in secrecy. Nigerians want to know. PKO, I love this your dress. Maybe one of these days I'll come to take it. You are doing a very good job, all of you. God bless you. Thank you.
Thank you, Shola.
Thank you.
The thing that I can pick up on what you're saying is NNPC needs to talk to Nigerians when we have this kind of problem. Show that you respect Nigerians.
But
Show that I know that
you've hinted earlier. What we are going to hear is
they will lie.
the normal
But
propaganda.
let them tell us the
that
truth.
We have 50 million liters.
Yes,
No
and you and
need
I
for
know,
panic
you and I
buying
know
and
that
all
it's a
that.
lie. So, because if you just keep the situation like that, you now say anything,
I
it
know that we
doesn't.
don't
It's
sit
not
down
good.
with our former friend, our friend, and Egmont Ohi, I like
No, but the
We
truth
have
has to
left-
be
yes,
said.
I know,
left the
I know,
sector.
but
The truth
I
has to
remember
be told.
those days. It's always the common trend.
Yes.
NNPC, we have
have,
resources
Zale.
enough that can take care of
Even when they were
That's always-
look at the former minister of petroleum resources refusing to admit that they were paying subsidy. He was calling it all sorts of funny
All
names.
sorts of names, right? That's it
Product
now.
under recovery, this thing, all sorts of funny names.
We go
right.
to Sophie's
Are we
Street,
not
such
talking
matters.
about
Oh.
are we not talking about subsidy
At the
today?
same-